Alright, hey, how's it going, everybody? I am going to give you a tour of my van because somebody on Facebook asked me to give a tour of my van because they are, quote, strongly considering doing van life. And that really excited me to read that and to see that somebody else is expressing interest in doing what I'm doing, because it's such a wild ride, living in a van and readjusting to society and relearning how to do things, how to live out of a van, and how to sleep in a van, how to eat in a van, how to use public conveniences. And so I'm gonna just kind of wrap it all into one, try to keep it around 15 minutes here. But so beginning with, I'm in the driver's seat right now, and to my right is where the passenger seat used to be, but I took it out. So if it's just going to be you might as well just take out the passenger seat, because it really frees up a lot of space. And I use this area specifically for my food, and I got a couple jugs of water down here. But vitamins and all my nutrition, I just, it's very important. It's very vital to your daily life and your daily functions. So you got to eat healthy, you got to drink water, and you want that to be right at your side when you're in your driver's seat, because you're going to be in the driver's seat a lot when you're living in a van. So it's just convenient that I can come over here. I still eat pretty good, so before diving into van life, kind of rewrite your shopping list according to, if you're going to be living, or if you're going to be using a refrigerator or a cooler, or like me, I don't use any of those. I just eat dry food, but I also eat, fruits and vegetables, but I eat them the day of, or within 2 days before they go bad. So, I got kale right here. I eat kale just raw, because it's awesome for you. And so this lasts 2.5 days, so I'll eat it in 2 days. I got apples, I got bananas, I got strawberries below there too. So that all has a 2 to 3 day shelf life. So and it's fall and it's going into winter, so it's somewhat, it gets chilly in here, and when I leave the van, it gets kind of cold in here, so everything stays, fine. I actually have a jar of jelly for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I don't need a refrigerator for it, because the jar is always kind of cold, and not to say that it's always going to be like a refrigerator in here, but it's not going to be really hot as it would be in the summertime. Summertime, you might have to rethink everything. You might want to get a cooler, but I went into this during the fall and going into the winter now, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Canned food, soups and chilies and refried beans, I do pretty good. I eat pretty good. Most importantly is get avocados. If there's one thing that really just gives me energy and brain power and focus and all that healthy stuff, is get avocados. At least eat one a day. And yeah, what else? I got spices, breads, granola, oatmeal, chips, and then, so let me talk about the water. Okay, I got this gallon jug of reverse osmosis water. I bought this glass jug, because I don't like plastic. I don't like drinking water from plastic bottles, and I don't like drinking bottled water, because that stuff is, it's loaded with fluoride and chlorine and other stuff that when I was drinking it, in the beginning, when I first started this, I was buying the milk gallon jugs of water, and I was just knowing this is not good for me, but I'm going to get this glass jug eventually. So when I switched to this reverse osmosis water, which you can find the filling stations at Whole Foods, or just a natural grocery store, Sprouts, If you're in like the Southwest or California, there's Sprouts. But just look for a reverse osmosis water filling station and just make trips there every day or every other day, and you know, get a 3-gallon or a 5-gallon. Just keep clean water with you. It makes a big difference in your health. So, and then kind of down here you can see I got all my protein powders and nutritional supplements by this company called Arbonne, and that's their logo right there. They are vegan and they're all, you know, plant-based, and all their stuff's delicious. So I go to the gym every day, I work out, and when I'm done, I make a shake, or I sprinkle the protein powder like in my oatmeal or something, and I still feel good. So make sure that you make it a point to eat healthy, nutritious foods, and drink clean water when you're living in a van, because you want your mind to be in the right place. You want to feel healthy, because well, you'll know. I mean, when you feel good every day and waking up in a van, you'll want to feel good. You want your creativity and your mind to be crystal clear, so that you'll be guided in the right direction, versus eating crap food and feeling like crap and feeling foggy in the mind. You know, that's not a good place to be. So that's that. All right. Okay. On the dashboard is sort of just like I throw things up here. I got some books. I got speakers. You know, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Okay. I don't really listen to music unless I'm like, you know, it's electronic music and I'm like studying or writing in my flow state. But I listen to a lot of audiobooks because I'm in a learning phase of my life. So I'm learning a lot about personal development and about how the mind works. And so I have all these books about the mind, and then up here, in the Ford, this is a Ford Transit Connect. Okay, so there's this upper shelf above the driver and passenger seat, and it's just a great area to put books and like notebooks and papers and folders. So I'm gonna take you outside now, because I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, that covers it. All right, and I apologize for the wind. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's 2011 Ford Transit Connect. I'm opening up the sliding door here. This is where all my clothes are at. This really worked out good. I have this dowel rod up here that I just suspended from the ceiling, and it works out really well to hang my coats. And then I have this like IKEA closet organizer where all my clothes fit perfect all the way to the bottom. You know, it just was perfect height. And then I got a plastic organizer here for some more vitamins or rubbing alcohol, Q-tips, toilet paper, stuff like that. That does it for that. Okay. Take you around to the back. The back door. I got this like bubble insulation, and I cut it out for little like window covers. Okay, so these just go into the window like that. You know, you want privacy when you're naked. Okay, or when you're sleeping. You don't want people like looking at you. I put a little box up here recently. This is a temporary box. I throw my dirty laundry up here, and then here is just a little milk crate that I suspended, and I have like laundry detergent, dish soap, and then these are awesome. Okay, like these little pump sprayers. They're like $6 each, and I have 2 of them, and they work out perfect. Okay, for washing my hands or dishes or brushing my teeth or rinsing sand off my feet when I'm at the beach. Okay, these are awesome. So definitely invest in like 2 of those. You can kind of see a better view of the dowel rod and how I suspended it up there. And then, you know, it's not really pretty. I just have like another milk crate with more clothes and towels, and I got my foam roller there. I got some more books. You know, this is like my area that I take things from every day and I put them back. You know, things I read and folders I write in. I always do a lot of work every day. So here's my little office organizer. So I have pens and markers and notebooks, and then my toothbrush. And then over here, this is like my bed setup. I have sleeping bag, body pillow, my pillow, and then this is like a mattress pad that rolls out, and I roll it out into this little like runway strip here. So you know, some people, they build out their van with like cabinets and shelves and a fold out bed, and that's great. Like I was actually going to do that back in August, but I was bit by a dog. I was bit really bad by a dog, and I got stitches, and I was totally unable to do anything. I wasn't able to build, you know, what I envisioned for this van. So I ended up just kind of like winging it, like last minute. I just came up with this idea that I would make the bed before going to bed, and then roll it all up in the morning. So I like to stay organized, and I like to have the space here. I recently started using the white panel on the inside with a dry erase marker, just kind of like leave myself notes, you know, like to-do lists and like motivational stuff. It's just really important to me. So that's the tour. Okay, there's really nothing more to this van other than some basics. Okay, like food, water, bed. I gotta keep looking at the camera here, not here. A bed. And make sure you get a good night's rest, okay? Make sure you're comfortable. You know, you don't want to be just in a tight spot. You want to be able to like stretch a little bit and, you know, roll around, and you want to be getting a good night's rest. What else? Okay, I have a gym membership. Getting a gym membership is really important. That you can go there and you can work out and you can shower. So like I bought the gym membership in the beginning just to take a shower, but I ended up like going to the gym every day, and now I work out every day. So you end up just like improving your body and your mind, and you shower and you get ready there in the morning, or sometimes I go back in the evening or at night before I go to bed. I'll go on the bicycle and just like, you know, hang out there. It's pretty cool. Especially if you get like an LA Fitness membership, because those are all like nationwide, so you can travel and still get a shower. But okay, now let me go back into the passenger seat, or the driver's seat. Because I want to talk to you about something. All right, we're gonna get serious now, all right? Now this is I'm going to answer the question, is van life for you, or what to expect from van life? Okay, you're probably thinking about it, and it's exciting to you. You know, the idea of having freedom and mobility and privacy. That's all exciting, and it was for me. It was an option that I had when my lease was going to end. You know, I got bit by a dog, I lost my job, you know, all this stuff happened to me, you know. So like, whatever's guiding you right now to go into van life, it's something very it's very like deep within. You know, something is calling you to do this, and it's not like you're going to be living the dream or anything, okay? It's going to be a growth phase. It's going to be abandoning your previous life. If you're living in an apartment or if you're living in a house, you're going to be giving all that up. Your full size, your queen size bed, or your full size shower, your kitchen, all the comforts of your home. You're going to be now in a van, and this is going to become your home. So you might feel homesick. You know, in the beginning, you're going to be like, I just want a home to go home to. I just want a place to return to. But this is it. This is where you come back to, and this is where you stay and you sleep and you wake up in it, and you have to kind of recreate your day, recreate your routine. So it's gonna be scary in the first like couple weeks. You're gonna question like what you're doing. Like you're gonna question like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Is this the right thing for me? Even though, you know, a few weeks before you were gung ho about van life, and now that you're here, you're gonna be like, what the hell am I doing? You know, you might not like feeling uncomfortable. You might not like, you know, feeling uncertain about tomorrow, because every day is different. At least it is for me. Okay, some people they ask if they can park in their friend's driveway and they have that place to go to, but I don't know anybody. I don't have a private parking or a dedicated parking spot. I park wherever, and I just had to get through that beginning stage of like paranoia. And is someone going to come knocking on my you know, the side door? But that's not happened actually. Like, I'm very fortunate that it hasn't happened. But yeah, you gotta plan it out. You gotta plan out, are you gonna get permission to park somewhere, or are you just going to do what I did and get a Ford Transit Connect, a very small van they're very stealth. Okay, I don't have side windows, it's all panels, so it's very, very stealth in here. That's why I like this van. I can park anywhere, and there's a good chance no one's gonna bother me. So that's that. You know, just put some time into the planning phase, and just brace yourself. Brace yourself to be tested. Life is going to test you. It's going to test your strengths and your weaknesses, and you might have to like face yourself. You know, if you have some like emotional pains like I did when I first came into this, I was like financially broken, I was heartbroken, I was insecure, I was depressed, I was so lost. I was so lost in my life. But being in a van and having enough freedom to get me by was enough to satisfy my soul, because I knew I couldn't afford anything else. Okay, so this was like, you know, no pun intended, but it was a vehicle that I looked at that was going to get me to the next step in my life. You know, I don't want to stay in this van for forever, for like another year. I just want to go through the experiences, but I want to be growing every single day, and I want to eventually, you know, move up. I want to get out of this van, maybe get a bigger van, or get back into my own place. But this has been an experience for me that has literally opened up my heart and soul. Okay, I used to always blame people. I used to always blame my circumstances for why my life was the way it was, which was an unhappy life. I was so quick to blame people. But when I was in my van and I felt those feelings, I was just like, wait a second, Kyle, you can't blame anybody. You put yourself here. So if you don't like it, you got to do something about it. And that's what's going to happen to you, is you're going to be faced with yourself. You're going to look at yourself in like a handheld mirror, and you're going to have to be like, get through this, Kyle, or, you know, you have to take responsibility for your life, basically. So it's about, you know, experiencing the whole spectrum of life. You know, the ups and the downs. You're gonna feel them all. You're gonna feel really down in here. You're gonna feel really up in here. But you have to not beat yourself up when you're feeling down. You just have to embrace it and ask, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this feeling of depression, or this low state of energy that I'm in? And I feel like after 4 months of living in here, I have learned so much about myself than I ever have in the years, in all my 20s and my early 30s. I'm 34 now, but this is definitely a good way to get to know yourself. And once you get to know yourself, you can go about your life and you can know other people just as good. You can understand people. You can understand like why you've been reacting the way you've been reacting, why people offend you the way they've been offending you. And you're going to realize none of that matters anymore, because you're going to get so used to like being in survival mode. You're going to be worrying about having clean clothes and you know, are you going to shower? And if you have to go to the bathroom, where's there going to be a bathroom? You know, you're going to figure out all the public places, the library, the Starbucks, the mall, the gym you go to. You're gonna figure out that you have all those, you have access to all those places, and you can use the bathroom, you can use the Wi-Fi, you can kill time and hang out and read a book or something, and you just recreate your whole routine. And you suddenly, when all that calms down and you feel like, wow, I'm making it now. I'm getting through my day and I'm making this happen for myself, and nobody helped me. Like, I did this. When you get to that point, your confidence is gonna go up. Your love for yourself and for others is gonna go up. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's why deep down I would say, yes, I recommend everybody do van life. Or at least, you know, go out into the wild and go camp out in the woods by yourself for 7 days, okay? We all need to be by ourselves. We're so afraid of being alone, so we attach ourselves to people, and we attach ourselves to addictions like our cell phones and alcohol and drugs and whatever. But we have to seriously break through those I don't know, insecurities, those emotional imbalances that we have by being by ourselves. Because when you're with yourself, you're connected to your soul. You go through really deep experiences that no one is around to distract you. You go through it from beginning to end, and you come out the other end feeling like awesome. You feel stronger, and you feel more clear-minded, and you feel like you're starting to discover the purpose of your life. You know, if you have unforgiveness in your heart, you know, if there's some family member that you have a grudge against, or you're heartbroken over someone that left you a year ago and you're still getting over it, you know, stuff like that. When you are alone, all those things, they surface up and you face them, and you will feel emotion, you will feel the sadness and the pain, but you have to let those feelings express themselves, because they're going to express themselves one way or another. And it's better that they express themselves when you're by yourself and you face them properly than when you're in a relationship with the next person, or if you're around other people and they see how unstable you are. Okay? There's a benefit to van life. But I wouldn't want you to get into a van and get comfortable. Don't do this like, I'm just going to be a bum now. I'm just going to be rent-free. No, use it. Use it to your advantage. Let it grow you. And that's really all I can say. You know, like, it's a beautiful thing. It truly is a beautiful thing. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. I hope this really answered your question. I hope this kind of gave you some clarity about going forward with your idea to embark on a journey of van life. So, thanks for watching, guys.